Oh shit. Oh shit. Didn't have the camera. There we go. There we go. Didn't have the camera set up. Forgot to mount it. Yeah, I said mount it. What's up, Eric? Blessed, highly favored. I'm not feeling very blessed or highly favored. Too much stress to feel blessed. Feeling like I need some savior to feel favored. Bars. What's up, Oval? Right. Where's everybody at? Is my arch nemesis live right now? Is that what's happening? You know, I just realized something about the suburbs, which I never realized because I didn't grow up here. People don't mind their business out here. Like, they don't mind their fucking bit. Like, where I'm from, you mind your business. Sometimes you mind it when you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Old ladies getting jumped by 7 dudes. You still mind your bed. Not my grandma, not my problem. So that's not right either. But here, people don't mind their fucking business. They'll come, they'll knock on your door like they got balls here. Because there's no threat. Nobody think, you know what I'm saying? They don't think they're going to walk into something that, yeah. I just learned that now. And the alert didn't go out, I don't believe. So this is going to take time for people to trickle in. You know what I'm saying? Right, Mikhail? Motherfuckers in the suburbs don't mind their business. Right, Shane? They don't mind their business out here. Well, you wouldn't know. That's like little kids coming to the door who kind of know my son. Like they're kind of fucking with him a little bit. People not fucking with them, but like, I guess nobody gets punched in the face out here, so they got balls to like say and do what they want. Where like back home in the city, Shane, you know this. You mind your business. You can see a dragon banging a unicorn on the corner of 43rd Street, and you won't even look. You will just keep walking. You will have your horse blinders on. You will mind your business. Again, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes there'll be an old lady getting slapped up by 3 dudes, and people still mind their business. Not my grandma, not my problem. So that's not good. You're not. What, you grew up in a city in Ohio? Forgive me. I feel like Ohio's all like, I don't know, but I could be wrong. Never. You gotta mind your business. Mind your fucking business. Ryan, the superstar of boxing. Hello, Kalia. See, I bet you they mind their business in Philly. Bet you in Philly they mind their fucking business. I was out here, right, the other day. These fucking Connecticut people with the driving. My wife was dropping me and my daughter just to get out of the car to go into like a Starbucks. So she parked like, I guess, just pulled up. Didn't like pull into a parking spot. Pulled up just to let us out. And 2 different fucking people stopped and were like, why? We should pull into a spot. Don't just stand there. And I was like, I rolled down the window. My wife's just as fiery as, we were like, do you see anybody behind us? Like, there's nobody behind us. What the fuck do you care? And then I roll down there. I'm like, mind your fucking business. Start cursing and shit. 2 of them. 1 woman, 1 dude. Like, I get if there was this was a while ago, but it's just the mindset out here. Like, they got no fear saying whatever they want to people that they don't know. Like, what if I would have got out of the car and tenderized her ribs like an overnight marinade, and then held her and let my wife crack her mandible, her orbital, just all the bulls, crack all the bulls in her face. Like, they don't know what's going to happen. Mind your business. I'm just saying. I grew up in a Columbus. It's over where people go through. Oh, so Columbus is so it's like a city kind of thing. All right, all right. I believe you. Look, you don't come off like you're from the suburbs. I'm not saying, you definitely don't come off that way. So I guess I'm just being stereotypical. I feel like all Midwest is like, but I know Midwest got some shitty parts. Jamal, you know what I'm talking about, right? What are you doing? Buster Douglas. People forget how big Buster Douglas was 6'4". That's a big dude. Philly. We in Philly mind our business. You hear that, Kalia? There are 3 large cities in Ohio: Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati. Where's Troy from? He's from Akron. That's like, is Akron like all like cornfields and shit? Or is Troy from the city too? Oh, that's cool. You talked to him? Was he cool? You're from Philly and you love it. I would love being back home now if I had the money. Like, New York City now is only in my age, right? In your 40s, almost 50s. It's only dope to live there if you have a lot of money, I feel like. Say you can live in a nice area, get some space, then it's okay. But I feel like at my age, like, stuffing my ass into a little 1-bedroom apartment or 2-bedroom apartment with 2 kids, and like, I'd done it. I lived the apartment I left, well, while the building was nice, the one I just had to leave from because we were struggling. The building was dope, but it was still small. Like, if any of you, like, I bet you any of you guys in here who live outside of New York City live in a bigger, way bigger fucking apartment than I did. But that's just what New York is. Boots will KO the Shadow. Garcia is a mediocre fighter. Damn. We're going to see. Dokes. Yep. Dokes. Michael Dokes, for sure. Michael Dokes is from Columbus or Akron. One of those. And Michael Dokes, as we all know, some of the fastest hands in history. New York City is awesome. I'm going to New York City with my son to play Squid Games in Manhattan. Word, let me know when you're there. Are you the one who just went to? No, that was Clarissa, right? To go do that other thing. What the fuck she go to? Moana or something? 80s Tyson versus 90s Lennox. I don't think anybody beats 80s Tyson. Well, 89 Tyson maybe. 88 and before, no. He's from Akron. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think anything's going to happen with the ESPN thing, by the way. I just got to follow. I sent the follow up like, hey, thanks. He goes, no problem. He's like, just while there's no immediate need for anything here, we will try to connect you with the person who. So it's still an open thing, but it definitely didn't seem very what's the word? Encouraging. It wasn't very encouraging, but who knows? Lewis and Foreman would KO Tyson. Lewis and Foreman would KO Tyson. Nah, not Foreman. Definitely not Foreman. Foreman is not KOing no Tyson. Tyson's just too fast for Foreman. It didn't seem promising. It did a little. It's hard to tell. But when you're hit with like a off the jump, like we're not looking for anything new, you know, and I know that I was told that they just do that for they just do that as like a disclaimer, but I don't know. Stuff like that makes me wonder what they wanted to hear. Maybe just making connections. The dude seemed like he just likes making connections. Maybe he'd seen my videos. I don't know. What are you gonna do? It would look like Joe Frazier. Nah. Joe Frazier and Mike Tyson are very different people. What's up, BGG? Tyson's style is tailor-made for Foreman. He's not Joe Frazier. Exactly. Way faster. And mind you, not only faster with his hands, Mike Tyson's head movement and feet were 3 times faster than Frazier. And Frazier only had what? Left hook. Tyson, both hands. Foreman himself said Frazier seemed shot when they fought. I don't know if he was shot, but Frazier's chin is better than Tyson? When have you ever seen Tyson drop from one punch? Never. Every time he's ever been down, it's a combination. Well, I guess Lennox Lewis's was one shot, but then Lennox also pushed him down and was beating his ass over 10 rounds. Tyson has a great chin. Now, what you could say, which I think would be more of an argument, is he's never been hit by a Foreman. Fighters went through way tougher wars back then. Yeah. Well, that's not true. Excuse me. There's a lot of wars that we've seen recently that are, I mean, Provodnikov and Tim Bradley. Shit. Find a war crazier than that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you couldn't beat Frazier mentally. Foreman beat his ass physically. That's all that mattered. Feel me? Bonavena dropped Frazier twice. Ali wobbled him the second fight. Light punching Buster Mathis wobbled him. Tyson was never wobbled. He got caught. Well, Frank Bruno kind of wobbled him for a second, but he wasn't hurt. For like a second, but he wasn't hurt. You know what I mean? So, it ain't hard to tell. I excel and prevail. My mic is contact, so I attract clientele. If Eon was here, he would appreciate that. So I got no word yet on this damn Turkey Al-Sheikh fight. I'm going to hit up Shaq maybe the week of and be like, yo, you going to be at that fight? See what he says. Maybe he could just put me under his jacket. Nobody will even see me. I'm like, yo, let me just slip under your jacket. I'm good to go. But Frazier won them fights, though, regardless if he was wobbled. Yeah, but we're talking about Frazier versus Tyson against Foreman. Now, mind you, what are we talking about? 1973 Foreman or 1992 Foreman? 91 Foreman? Like, we're talking 28 Foreman in his 20s or Foreman in his 40s? Which one are we talking about here? The drunk Irishman. I'm trying to imitate Sugar Ray's boxing style and combination punching. Any drills you should do? Sugar Ray, which one? I'm assuming Leonard. I mean, this is stuff I could show you in person, man. It's hard to. I'll give you this tip, Mikhail. Don't do combinations on the bag that come easy. For example, what comes easy is what everybody does. Is this left, right, left, right, left, right. Why? Because you're throwing left and you're automatically coiled to boom, right. And then you're automatically coiled, boom, boom, boom. You're automatically coiling your body, your hips, and your leverage and your shoulder to just spring back in the opposite direction. Those are easy combinations. Those are also combinations that everybody sees coming, hence the most common defensive pattern of this. You know how many times I got in there with dudes who I throw a couple shots, I just see they do this, then I'm like, oh, well, now I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw one here, have them come up, and then have them do this. But instead of coming the other one here, boom, bam, or a straight right, bam, because I know that they're going to block this side and immediately drop it to block the other side. So you just throw the same shot on the same side twice and you hit them. So that's a big reason why this, unless somebody's really, really hurt, no. You want to be like Sugar Ray, like Roy. You do the punches that leave your body mechanics automatically in a very difficult and tough situation to throw, which is usually doing double shots, right? Hooking off the jab is one of the most difficult things to do. Boom, bam. You jab and boom. You see how short I throw that? Boom. I'll do it slow. Jab, bam. So you're jabbing, and as the hand's coming back, you just turn it. That. Sugar Ray or Roy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, body, head, body, head, straight. You mix up the punches. The ones that you find are the hardest, because everybody's different, right? A rule of thumb is, doing left, right is going to be easy but everybody's different. The punches you find the hardest to throw. So if it's doing a hook off the jab, or if it's throwing a jab in 2 right hands, or a jab, body, head with the same hand, whatever it's hardest for you to do, work on that until you throwing it as easily as you can throw the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, That's my tip. Now, what is this, Kalia? What is this? Let's see what we got here. What is she showing us? Yeah, I already saw that Jamel Charlo video. Jamel is back. Frazier didn't beat that Tyson. What's up, CJ? When Tyson faced adversity, he started biting. Well, he didn't always bite, but okay. You're from Brooklyn too, man. What are you doing? Those kind of combos require a lot of athleticism most people don't have. You can learn it, Mo. You can learn it. You can learn it. CJ's here? Oh, what's up, CJ? Watch Tyson Ruddock, Mike. Yeah, but and Mike did. And that was the only Mike that I saw with the mentality of the 88 Mike. That was the one fight, the 2 fights against Ruddock, where he had the old mentality, because he was only a couple of years removed. That's before he went to prison, the Ruddock fights, right? So it was 91. That was a couple of years removed of his prime, 1 year away from his loss. He had the mentality, but what he didn't have was the custom auto style, 1 punch at a time. Or sometimes it'd be combos, but they weren't quick, explosive. It'd be like bop, bop, 1 punch at a time, hold, almost no head movement. Better than later Mike, than like 95 Mike, but still nothing like the 88 Mike against Ruddock. Ray Robinson also used to double up. You have to. Kalia, I've been away from socials. The hardest thing for me is throwing the right hand twice That's what I'm going to work on. Straight or hook? Yes, just like Bite Langa. Trash behind. Yeah, Bite Langa is that wasn't good. The Butcher. Norman Jr. versus Boots will be fire, but Boots gonna duck him. I mean, Boots is a unified champion. Why the fuck's he gonna fight that guy? Shouldn't he go for another belt? Don't you think? How about this? Let Boots snatch up the belts, let Norman knock out a name or two, a real name or two, then they fight. Then it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense now either. I'd rather see Boots move up and fight for Ortiz or somebody at 54 than fight an up-and-coming guy at 47. He has a belt? Let's see what you're talking about. I didn't think he had a fucking belt. But see, I don't always know. The first picture pops up of him is holding a belt. Well, what belt is it? Oh, he got the WBO. He just won it. Okay, I was unaware of that. He just won it. He won the interim, and now he's the WBO World Welter. Okay. Oh, no, he didn't just win it. Oh, yeah, international interim. Yeah, so he just won the World Welter. Literally 2 weeks ago. Well, then, you know what? You have a point, Butcher. He should fight him then. I'm with you. Fuck it. Barrios is an easier fight, but I can throw him. He'll probably fight both. He'll probably do Barrios and Norman to get both because he needs 2 more belts, right? To undispute. I can throw my right hand straight twice. I just don't practice it. And honestly, I only throw combinations. I throw all the time. Well, that's a problem. You have to diversify your portfolio, my friend. You have to diversify your portfolio. I heard Gabe Rosado was talking about coming back again. I think that's terrible for him. Those Philly guys are just, something wrong with them. Yeah, they're all email champs. Barrios is an entertaining journeyman. Barrios was whooping Tank's ass until he got caught. I wouldn't say whooping his ass, but was winning. He was winning until he got caught. Right? And then he got caught and it was done. Got dropped twice, I believe. I was going for Barrios that fight too. I won't front. I thought the hype on Tank. I don't know why. I also like upsets. Upsets are fun to me. Because I don't bet. If I'm betting, then I'm just going for whoever I betted. Barrios, not a journeyman. Nah, he's not a journeyman. But he's, I think, how old is he? He must be like 32 or something. He's 29. Wow, still in his prime. Okay. Nah, he's good to go. He's a live wire. The pace of the fights are too fast. It's not the pace of the pro fighting. I have no problem becoming creative in a 3-minute round. Nah, you have to be creative all the time. What you mean? That should give you more incentive to be creative if you have less time because you have to land shots. You got to throw shit that's not expected. Not 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know what I mean? Or 1, 2, 1, 2. Here's what you do. Here's a combination for you. This is real simple. Set the trap. Throw the 1, 2. Move. Throw the 1, 2 again. Move. And then lean in. Fake with the jab. But instead shoot the straight right and come with the left hook, leaping in. Try that. So set the trap. Oh, throw 2 1-2s. Get your opponent's brain recognizing that pattern. And then just extend the jab a little. Don't throw it. Extend it. And instead shoot the straight right and come with the left hook behind it while leaping in. And then when you're done with that combination, if you hurt them, follow up. If you don't, if you just hit them, just, grab them on for a second, reset yourself, or just hop back out. Who is your top 3 fighters that is fighting right now? The ones I like or the ones who are the best? Barris is probably the most well-rounded fighter. I don't know about that. I think Frank Martin would be a good test for Kid Austin. Yeah, I agree. You don't have time to set them up. I fought amateur. What do you mean? Of course, trust me. You throw a 1-2. You're trying to hit him with the shit. You're not just throw away punches. Try to hit him with a 1-2. Try to hit him with another 1-2, and then do what I told you. Nothing wrong with a journeyman. You got to be a good fighter to be a journeyman. True. True, true, true. True, true. Another good setup is to get body shots in. Important. Body shots are important too. Because they can end a fight, even in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Body shots are there's no headgear, right? The gloves are a little bigger, which for body shots don't really, but you can end a fight with a body shot, even in the amateurs. Send you a video of the last fight. Okay. Benavidez, Tank. I guess I like watching Inoue or Bud. For now, I don't know, but maybe those three. Nobody who won a title is a journeyman. Yeah. Yeah, now Barrios is not a journeyman. That's wild talk. Definitely not a journeyman. He's a champion. I don't think a journeyman's ever been a champion, right? Maybe every now and then they might get lucky. You got a good point. Yeah. Yeah, man. Throwing combinations is also, I guess it also depends on the person. Some people throw certain combinations better, throw certain set certain traps better, works better for their style. You know, it's all very personalized. You know what I'm saying? It's almost 60 degrees today. Over 60, actually. Which is nice. Oh, shit. Saturday's going to be 74. Dope. Jersey Joe Walcott, the poster child of a journeyman becoming a champion. But that's the exception. Well, he's no longer a journeyman. All the belts he won. Going to go back to back tonight. Johnny stream, then yours. Good old Johnny. Good old Johnny. It touched 90 in Cali. Oh, man. We got to get some Vicks. So, do I sound nasally? Or am I just going... I don't think I sound nasally. I hope not. Would Buster Douglas be considered a journeyman? No. Well, yes. Yes. Yeah, he would be, actually. He had the biggest upset in history, but that's why. Because he was and remained a journeyman afterwards. I mean, he pretty much retired afterwards. He had a slight comeback after he lost to Holyfield, after he went into a diabetic coma, got all overweight, and then he had a comeback and then lost to Lou Savarese, which I thought was ridiculous. What up, blood? Peace to the chats and the gods and the earths. Nah, he lost to Tucker. He was beating Tucker, then quit, if I'm not mistaken. He was beating Tucker's ass, or is that the one he won? Yeah, he never won a belt. Damn, Tony Tucker's fat as shit now. Grand Raps. Let's see. Yeah, no, he knocked Tucker out. I mean, he beat Douglas. CJ. He was losing, and then in the 10th round out of 15, he just quit. Buster was. It was a tie. It was basically an even fight, right? 86, 86, 85, 86, 86. No, it was exactly. It would have been a majority draw. Buster was ahead on the scorecards at the time the fight was stopped, CJ, and the motherfucker just quit. So, yeah, crazy. That's when people were like, Buster's a quitter. You know what I mean? That's when they started calling him a quitter. Versus Bud, skilled fight. That's hard to tell. I mean, why not Virgil? Bud. I mean, Canelo, Bud, really, even though that's, it's hard to tell. It ain't hard to tell. My mic is contact, so I track clientele. Something like that. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, but everybody and their mother's a switch hitter now. I feel like so many fighters switch. Doesn't Abdullah Mason switch hit? Like so many do that. Damn, I didn't know showing Cash App or QR code was a bad thing. Sorry, Marco. Huh? What you mean? Why are you saying I'm confused? You talking about me showing people's Cash App name? I didn't show any QR code, did I? I'm confused. What are you talking about? What is you talking about, motherfucker? Well, I'm gonna start this other StreamYard just to send the alert out. Although I'm not going to actually be on it. I'm gonna get the alert popping because this alert didn't go out. At least not to me, it didn't. That ain't no good. Go live. Boom. I'm gonna go live for a minute and then cut this shit out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Most ain't good at it, though, like them. Lots of low IQ switch hitting nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, everybody switch hits nowadays. I don't know what it is. I mean, look, even our boy Mamoon in this community, he switch hits. That's just how we started. I think. I mean, and it's not necessarily a bad thing to switch hit. Damn, the alert still didn't go out, did it? Motherfuckers. Not to me, it didn't. It's still not a bad thing to switch hit. I think if you start that way and off Jump Street, you're learning how to switch hit and you're learning how to. It's not that bad. You know, people's brains have the capacity to learn both stances. Just sometimes you don't need it. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Yeah, wow, the alert never went out for me. Ain't that some shit? Mighty Brooke, what up? What up? What up? Is that you in the icon? Oh, yeah, I remember you. All right. How you doing, Brooke? Hagler would switch stances. Hagler is one of the few who ever did that, though. It's a bad time. It's a bad thing. The feet and defenses will always hurt. I told Nessie needs you on the show. The community likes your takes. Thank you. I try to be eloquent on here, but they still look at me as a scumbag. Tyson inspired. Nobody thinks you're a scumbag. Who thinks you're a scumbag? Nobody thinks you're a fucking scumbag. You scumbag. I'm doing great. 1 week out of my next fight date. Good for you. Good for you. You got any clips? Send us some clips. Let's look at them. Didn't get an alert, bro. I know. They're not alerting. I just did 2 different shows. And usually when I wait 30 minutes, it'll alert. Alberto does what? What about Alberto? It's too bad about Alberto. I like Alberto too. I wish he would just chill with some of that drama shit. That's all. What's up? Bang, bang, boogie. Up jump the boogie to the booger to the boogity beat. Was that the whitest thing I've ever done? Sorry. Mo, you should the last part of your username to bitches. Mo brains bitches. Chanel has a few. Okay. You are American, right, Brooke? Or are you not? I forget. I think you are. Okay. Cat, I guess. Yes. Put a link in of a couple of your fights or sparring or whatever. Let's see what we got going on. Mo bitches, mo problems. Yes, Mexican and Salvadorian descent. Oh shit, that's dope. One of my boys growing up was from San Salvador. Roberto Sandoval. And I could say the name because there's probably 1,000 Roberto Sandovals. He never comes in here though. Shane, are you still in here? Or no? You know, I never did a goal. Let's do 5. Any color. 1 hour. Go. So we got this. So the only fights coming up are May 2nd. Just May 2nd. That's it. Am I missing something? There's nothing this weekend, right? That's why we need a league. If we had a league, we'd always have some shit popping off. When's Eubank and Ben fighting? When's that happening? Yeah, I'm going with Eubank. He's too big. I mean, way too big. I worry. Eubank doesn't make the weight. It's May 3rd. Okay. Well, it's good. Where do you rank Chavez? All time? He's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. Okay, right. Yeah, Gabby is fighting this weekend. Chavez is. I mean, how many people could beat a prime Chavez? Not many. We saw he can get beaten by like a slick fighter, but a very high level slick fighter. If Pernell Whitaker had the output that Meldrick Taylor had, Pernell would have stopped him. Because Pernell had the defense where he wasn't letting Chavez clip him. Get him up, get him up. Bring him out, bring him out. Word. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. NYC. In the place to be. He went to John Jay University. John Jay, if you guys don't know, specializes in criminal law. I grew up I used to walk by it all the time. Conwell in that top 6, 7 at 154. CJ. I'm going to create a zombie TV series set in Cali titled The Sea Walking Dead. I'll watch it. Teo better stay the hell away from Jerome Boots Ennis. Fact. Truth. Yes. High output got Taylor stopped. No. No. Taylor should have never been stopped. Taylor was up and fine with 3 seconds left in the fight. Who had more power than Purnell? Taylor? Nah. This weekend is nothing to write home about, but the Conwell fight is interesting, and the Fundora fight should be a domination. Highlight, if Padley looks good this weekend, that will help Shakur. True. David Garcia, who we beat. Gimme mines. You from New York? That's what we used to say back in the day. We would do a gill. We go, give me mines, and go like this and back somebody's neck. Fuck John Jay. They kicked me out for having pounds. Yep. You are from my hood. Give me mines. You must be my age too. Say give me mines. That is such an old. You remember that? They called it the gill. How old are you, man? Got to be in your 40s. That's low key sounds like a Jordan Peele movie. It does. Yeah, Taylor, naturally bigger fighter, had more power than Purnell. Taylor wasn't really known for much power. But what I said was if Purnell had the output of Taylor, he would have stopped. He would have not stopped, but would have even more dominantly beaten Chavez. Boss deck, name me 7 better. Marco, the snitch took you off TB. I don't know, man. Fundora is going to run through her opponent. Yeah, that's what they say. Taylor was never the same after the first fight. Chavez beat him up. That's a fact. Oh, you just turned 30? Yo, man, I grew up literally on 50th Street between 10th and 11th. Right fucking there. I used to walk by, because I would walk down 10th all the time. I walk by John Jay all the time. See all you students. John Jay was a little rugged, though. They kicked you out for having. Why are you bringing pounds to fucking college? Like, pounds to college? Leave them in the car or in the crib. Marco, the Times Square fight card opened up. Nope. Now they're saying they're only inviting 300 people. Private. You sounded like a lawyer with that one, Marco. Yeah, no, Kevin. Know him personally. After I dropped the video of him, we were talking about it. Well, what about him? And I just realized, Bailey, his name, I didn't even know this all these years. His name is spelled with 2 E's. His last name, it's Clley. I didn't know that. Bro, I think the Tarek St. Patrick. 300 seats invite only for Times Square. Yep, that's what they're saying. TBV had issues with boxing topics today. They started talking about paying for girls. I left a bunch of lonely motherfuckers. Damn. Man, you need to get him on the show. He could talk his ass. He'll come on. He just left me a voicemail. He'll come on. He loves talking about boxing. David Garcia, Murtalazayev, Ortiz, Zayas, Boyachuk, Thurman, Madrimov, Fundora, Raymond Jr. Oh, you're naming it. All right. You're saying it. That's crazy, and then they want us to pay for it on pay-per-view. Yep. I think it'll be cheap, though. I believe it's not going to be highly priced. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. We definitely need more guests. Yeah, it's just $20, right? What's up, Yova? It's only 25. Is it 20 or 25? Either way, not bad. Bring Kelly in. Advertise that. Kelly was amazing. I'll bring him in, but nobody really, it's not like he's relevant anymore. It's not going to have people like, whoa, okay, you know what I mean? You should interview some of the fighters from the chat. What fighters in the chat? Yeah, I'm here. That was a little late, but okay. Fuck it. Ain't life crazy? What is this? Share your link. As predicted, I beat Mikhail in Scrabble. He was at a loss for a word. Did you really? You guys played and you beat him? What's up? What's up? What's up? Mighty Brook. Yeah, you're from California, right? I remember that now. Some interviews. Yeah, we could bring on Mighty Brook. We could bring on Mighty Brook. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, one of you guys invited me to play chess. I didn't know who it was, though. And I haven't played chess literally since I beat Ness. Queens get the money. You from Queens, Boss Deck? You might have told me that, but I forgot. What part? Yes, only 3 fights on Times Square fight card. Nah, there can't be only 3 fights. There can't be. Actually, maybe there can be. Because 3 fights, that's if they all go, right? 12 rounds times 3 minutes plus 11 minutes. So each fight's 47 minutes times 3. That is an hour and a half long without any intermissions or whatever. Then why are you saying Queens get the money? That's very confusing. Very confusing. Is Ryan being tested even though it's not a title fight? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think you are wiling out, Moon Man. You are wiling out. David Benavidez and Joe Calzaghe, they both throw a lot of punches, but that's where the comparison starts and ends. What's up, Iraq? Yeah, those are expensive, but you can get, Queen's got the best rappers from New York history. Maybe. Yeah, bad comparison. Calzaghe, they both threw a lot of punches. So volume-wise, yes, but nothing else. Hey, Moo Man, I got a question for you. More of a statement.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Boss Deck, who did Zayas and Ramos beat? Your own argument backfires on you. But good try. Good try. Yo, Iraq, Benavidez is going to pound Zerto down like King Kong. Maybe Donkey Kong's a better. Danny Garcia, I'm not arguing. That's my opinion. Moonman's slipping up, hitting the pipe like G Money with his judgment. Yeah. He was like, oh, that was Pookie. G Money hit that crack pipe. The glass, Disnick. You're smoking this glass, dick. What a good movie. I use Nino Brown references all the time in my videos. Boss, I'm David, not Danny, and I'm not arguing, bro. All love. Yeah, when he said Danny Garcia, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Only Cali. Only Cali. What's up, boxing? I thought Ryan Rowley was for the interim title. Said let's say glass. Yeah, he was like glass. Dick. God damn. We haven't played her in a while. Interim. I mean, what does that even mean? Do any of you even know what that stuff means? It's so stupid. Like, what does it even mean? What are all these interims and champ and recession and I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, the game is dry. What you guys want to do? I'm gonna step away for a second. You tell me. You want to do trivia? We can do trivia or classics. Which one? All right. What are we doing here? Trivia, classics. What are we doing? Classics is we just talk about classics. We could even look some of them up. They might flag me. They might not. Depends what classic it is. If it's an HBO classic, they won't. But if it's top rank, they definitely will. All these guys who have been elevated held the interim. It means discussing classic fights. Let's do it. What classic fight are we talking about? We could do Chavez Taylor, since somebody seems to think that that was a good stoppage. I don't think it was a good stoppage, but somebody did in here. What do we think? What do we think? Oscar Purnell? Hmm. Oscar Purnell. Okay. Purnell, Oscar, Taylor. Come on. Pick one. Marco, show if you can Ali Frazier too, or Ali wobbles Frazier. It's good. Just no Low doesn't know boxing on the panel. That guy has some terrible takes. Low, sometimes, yeah. I think he's good overall. Nah, he's good overall. I'll disagree. Every now and then I don't agree with him, but for the most part, he's pretty good. What classic we doing? Greg Page. No. Let's have another old school fight watch party. We could do Tank versus Roach on Zoom. Marco, quick question. Oh boy, here we go. How is Benavidez more of a threat than Beterbiev? Beterbiev has a higher KO percentage. He was knocked out. He knocked out Vazdik Benavidez with the distance. Benavidez is. Because of his output, because of his IQ. He doesn't just walk forward and then if you throw punches at him, he just blocks and waits. He responds differently to what Bivol would do. That's why he'll punch with Bivol. He also has more size than Beterbiev. He can have Bivol at the end of his punches, but Bivol won't be able to hit him because of the size difference and the reach. Oh, that's my favorite fight right there. That too. Tank versus Roach, old school. Fuck. Right, that's not really old school. To do Rios versus Alvarado. You were there? Yes, I do. I think Usyk had those two close ass fights. So I think since he had two close ass fights, I'm gonna put people ahead of him who didn't have close fights. You feel me? Hold on a second. My bad. Sorry. All right, my bad. What are we doing here? Beterbiev actually dropped Usyk in the amateurs too. I saw that body shot. Who was the first fighter to unify in the two belt era? Well, that's a trick question. That's a fucking trick question. That was for Shane. Uh, there was a two belt era even when Ali was a champion. It was always two. Initially, it was the world, and then it became the New York State Athletic Commission belt, and I believe what was the other one? What turned into the WBA, which was then some shit. There was two belts the whole time. Like Ali, Frazier, all those guys had two belts. The thing was they never separated them. And there was only one belt, really, but they had two. Versus Terrell, Biev and Biv fooling the young inexperienced fan. IBA, was it? The Phantom Punch Ali knocked listed. That wasn't a Phantom Punch. That landed solid. That was his what do you call it? His corkscrew punch? No, his anchor punch. Excuse me. He called it his anchor punch. IBA was mob controlled at the time. It was the other man. Yep. CJ, so many water. All right. You can't keep doing that shit, Chicago. No good. No good. Don't be racist. No good. It did. Liston's chin twisted. Yeah, you saw him. But again, if you're gonna fake going down, you're gonna wait for something to land that looks like it lands. So you could argue that he just waited for something that touched him to fall, so it looks real. He's not gonna do like Bruce Seldon did when the punch just barely missed him and he fell. You know. I'm not racist to be. Oh Jesus! If you're going to fake getting knocked out, you wouldn't get up. Yeah, but he got up so much later. It almost felt like no, he almost knew nobody's going to believe I'm laid out for that long. Look at the, we could play it. All right, let's see. Let's play it. You want to play it? Let's play it. I don't think they'll flag me for this. I believe they won't. All right, here we go.
The champ did the night he won the title. Clay uses the ring, makes Liston look slow.
Here we go.
The challenge. In a moment, as Liston reaches with a left lead, Clay will counter with a right over the left and drop the challenger.
Boom. Boom. Now he's down. That looks kind of fake, how he sprawled out. He gets up. He looks fine. Boom! Oh, yeah. See, look at this. Liston was coming into it. His momentum. So he got the bounce pass from gravity and momentum because he's going forward. And Liston's about to throw a right, and Ali hits him right as he's going to throw this right. Watch. Right there. Boom. See how he's about to throw his right? Liston's about to throw his right when he gets clipped. Watch. Boom! And he gets clipped. That looks pretty legit to me, actually. That looks pretty legit to me. Hold on. I got this thing which lets me play the fights in normal motion, but all right, whatever. That looked legit to me. What you guys think? Yeah, it looked like a head-on collision. That looked pretty legit. That was a nice shot. And I don't think Liston ever been down before. What you saying? Nassim? What are you talking about Prince Nassim for? Confusing. That's cool. Did Liston throw that fight against Lee and I never even heard of that guy, Leotis Martin? We can do Kevin Kelly Hamed fight with Kevin Kelly live. I don't know if he wants to talk about that. I don't know if he wants to talk about that. You know what I mean? I've talked to him about it, and he swore that Kevin Kelly couldn't hit hard, which I thought was a little weird. Legit, and no more celebrity referees. It's important. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. Yep. The ref fucked it all up. Nah, come on, Mo. We only watch Prince Nassim's knockouts. He hit so fucking hard, Prince Nassim. Nah, I want Drew Carey to ref. I used to call Shane Drew Carey. Actually, Shane called himself Drew Carey. It was pretty funny. He was like thinking about going into acting again, and I was like, you should go act. He's like, why? Who looks like me? Drew Carey? It was funny because forget it. Remember that, Shane? You called yourself Drew Carey? It was really funny. This was when Drew Carey was like all fat and shit. It was funny. You and Ness may reconcile in the future. Yeah, maybe. Thoughts on Ricardo Lopez? One of the best Mexican fighters who ever lived. Matter of fact, I don't know if he's better than Chavez, but he's probably second. He has the most wins, I believe, out of any, right? He has the most wins out of any undefeated boxer. Now, when I say undefeated, I don't mean perfect record. Floyd's perfect. Who has the most? Let me see. What boxer has the most wins out of all undefeated champions in history. Let's see if I'm doing this with ChatGPT. Let's see if they can get this down. Nope, it's wrong. They said Floyd Mayweather. Not true. Most wins by undefeated champions. Jimmy Barry. Jimmy Barry, 59-0. And then, of course, Ricardo Lopez, 51-0. Who the fuck is Jimmy Barry? All right, we're going to do this together. You guys ever heard of this guy? He has 10 draws. 10 draws. But he's 59-0. We got to look this fucking guy up, and we got to do it together. All right, let's do it. Jimmy Barry. Who the fuck is Jimmy Barry? Jimmy Barry BoxRec. Let's do that first. There it is. 59. Oh, old school. Look at this motherfucker. This is the 1900s. Yeah, wow. His last fight was 1899. He started fighting in the 1800s. Holy shit. I mean, that was right when the Queensberry rules became Queensberry rules. Okay, could we even, does this even like Little Tiger? He's from Chicago. That's a cool picture though. Jimmy Barry. He died at 73 in 1943. That's it. You're at 2 years after my dad was born. Okay. Let's see what we can find out about Jimmy Barry. I never heard of this motherfucker before. What do we got? Anything? Nothing. I wonder if there's any videos. Probably not. Nah, nothing. Well, there's Jimmy Barry. I heard Ben Whitaker fighting. 10 draws just tells you he was robbed. Maybe. It's also a long time ago. Today's the 4th anniversary for Thomas Hearns versus... Oh, that's dope. It's a lot of draws. It's a lot of draws. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It ain't hard to tell. I think I'm going to play that song when I get off with you guys. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to bounce. Got to get some shit done with the kids. But I'll see you guys tonight, as usual, 10 p.m. All right, peace.